question I get all the time is, can you use intuitive eating for weight loss? No. I wanted to just like get that out of the way in case you stop watching this video. I think where this question comes from is all of the companies and the online bloggers and stuff like that who have manipulated intuitive eating to be a weight loss mechanism. And so, you know, one of the quickest ways that I kind of point out a fraud online, let's say I'm like scrolling Pinterest for intuitive eating tips or something. If I go to the website and they're immediately talking about weight loss, they're using it to calorie restrict in a way that's like flexible dieting, then that's not legitimate. So I'm going to explain to you why intuitive eating cannot be used for weight loss. Hi, I'm Whitney. I'm a virtual anti-diet dietitian, body image coach, and intuitive eating dietitian. I know that was kind of a lot, but if you'd like to work with me, information is in the description below. And if you want to read my thoughts on this topic and don't want to watch this whole video, all of that information is in the description below as well, because I write out everything for you guys. For you, oh, I'm sorry, I'm trying not to use gendered language. Okay, so before we get into this, I really want to quickly clear up what exactly we're talking about. I am not saying that it is not possible to lose weight with intuitive eating. A lot of people do lose weight when they transition to intuitive eating. It is possible to end up losing weight. I also do believe that when you have a stressful relationship with food, you carry a lot of inflammation and a lot of trauma on your body. And when you switch to a more casual relationship with food and a more normal eating style, what can happen is that your body starts to release a lot of the tension, release a lot of the stress that you've been carrying your entire life, which can also result in weight loss. Does this happen for everyone? Absolutely not. There are people who stay the same weight, there are people who gain weight and who need to be gaining weight with intuitive eating, and there are people who lose weight. So I just wanted to clear that up. I also wanted to point out that yes, it might be possible to like intentionally lose weight with intuitive eating, because this is something that people are selling, you know, sort of this flexible dieting version of intuitive eating, which is not intuitive eating, it's still dieting, and it's risky. And I really want to make that super, super clear. If you're watching my channel, chances are you have a disordered relationship with food. If you found me on Instagram or whatever, like, safe to say that you probably have some things with food, otherwise my messaging like wouldn't really matter to you. I don't think it's a good idea for you to use intuitive eating for weight loss. I understand why you want to. I understand what it is that's driving you to say, oh my gosh, like maybe there is a way I can still lose weight. I get that. At the end of the day, dieting for weight loss is the most important predictor of the development of an eating disorder. I also want to quickly say that in order to start working with an intuitive eating professional, you don't have to wait until you want to like never lose weight again. One of the biggest hurdles you'll have to address when you are going through this process is this desire to lose weight. Where does it come from? What are you actually looking for? All of that. So you don't have to wait for that to go away, but you do have to be willing to commit yourself to letting your body play out the way that it needs to play out, whether that's gaining weight, losing weight, or not having your weight change at all, because your recovery is more important, because a healthy relationship with food is more important. I just wanted to clear that up too, so you don't think that you have to like all of a sudden magically never want to lose weight again or never want to go on a diet again in order to start intuitive eating. Like that's the whole process, is learning those things. So with all that being said, let's get to the point. So the question is, can you pursue weight loss and intuitive eating at the same time? No. The first reason is that intuitive eating is honoring your body's needs and dieting is restricting your body's needs. So like by definition, dieting is you eating less than what your body needs so that you can put yourself in a calorie deficit in order to lose weight, right? A lot of people will say, well, you know, you can like still diet and like honor your body's needs at the same time. No, like technically you actually can't. That doesn't, like the logic doesn't add up at all. So please be super mindful about that and try not to like lie to yourself about what dieting really is. I'm not trying to shame anyone who diets. I'm just saying that like inherently you can't do the two at the same time. So the second reason is that you've got your set point theory. So one of the big, you know, theories behind intuitive eating is that everybody has a set point. The point at which you do not need to restrict or overeat in order to maintain. So natural fluctuations occur. Some days you're gonna eat more, some days you're gonna eat less. This is very normal. Maybe you'll be 10 pounds heavier at some points, maybe you'll be 10 or 15 pounds lighter. These are normal fluctuations. These are all within your set point. But it's not something, it's not a weight at which if you all of a sudden stop dieting or all of a sudden stop like obsessively exercising or chronically binge eating either, that your weight is going to change. So part of going through intuitive eating, like I said, is trusting that your body is going to fall in its natural set point. And dieting is trying to manipulate your body size into a smaller body size, whether or not your body is healthy or comfortable at that body size. The third reason is that the first step in intuitive eating is rejecting diet culture. For a reason. You have to get angry at diet culture. You have to get angry at these messages that have told us that we need to be smaller and we need to be constantly shrinking ourselves into thinness. You have to reject this. I do not believe that you can successfully diet and participate in diet culture or collude with diet culture while also trying to reject diet culture. Something's got to give, and you're gonna have to pick one, because those two, like, there's this theory in psychology called cognitive dissonance, which, by the way, like, I know someone in my comments was coming for me about cognitive dissonance, but this is a part of it, so sorry. It's that something's got to give. If you are actively participating in diet culture at the same time that you're trying to reject diet culture, one's gonna win. That's just, you can't think one way and act an entirely different way and expect that to like go over all peachy in your brain. And then the last and final reason why you cannot pursue intuitive eating and dieting at the same time is there really is no evidence to support the fact that calorie deficient diets result in long-term weight loss. 95% of dieters regain the weight within 3 to 5 years. Anywhere from 1 to 2/3 of those dieters, depending on the study, regain even more weight than they initially lost. Here's the thing with intuitive eating. Intuitive eating has been extensively studied to work. It does what it's supposed to do, which is to heal your relationship with food, to allow you to reach a set point, to normalize your eating habits. Intuitive eaters, on average, have lower BMIs and better health outcomes than dieters. So intuitive eating like does work and has really good health outcomes. Not to say that weight loss should be a goal, but just saying that that's what we see, right? Because dieting consistently results in the regain of the weight that was lost, if not regain of more weight than was initially lost, okay? So if you're using intuitive eating for long-term weight loss, you are using intuitive eating in a way that goes against the evidence, that goes against how it has been studied, and that is not intuitive eating. Like, it's just not. So yeah, that's that. So you might be feeling really overwhelmed and like, what the heck am I supposed to do now that I can't use intuitive eating for weight loss and like all these people are lying to me? Well, here are a few questions to ask yourself to get yourself started. And then again, I'm gonna link a bunch of videos below, and I have coaching services. I work virtually, so I can work with you anywhere in the world, so let me know. So the first question I want you to ask yourself is, what is it that you're looking for from weight loss? Are you looking for approval? Are you looking to like your body? Are you looking to accept your body in some way? Are you looking for love? Are you looking for like, what is it? Because there is something else under there that's driving the weight loss. It's not just to lose weight. Is it for health? Are you looking for health? There can be anything under there. Might be a number of different things that are driving the desire to lose weight, not just one thing. But I would challenge you to really explore what it is that you're looking for. And then the second question is, how can you work towards achieving these things without going on a diet? Are there ways to manage your health condition without dieting? Probably. Are there ways to start loving yourself without dieting? Probably. Like, definitely, actually. There's 100% ways that you can achieve both of these things. I help my clients achieve a number of different positive health outcomes, including blood sugar control, cholesterol management, thyroid management, eating for menopause, eating for estrogen, eating for PCOS, all of these different things, IBS, Crohn's, other gut issues. What I'm trying to say is that you can address all these things without a weight loss diet. And so even though your doctor might have told you that you need to lose weight, that is usually not the case, especially because, like we said before, long-term weight loss attempts don't actually work. So definitely go check out some of my other videos below. Feel free to ask me a question in the comments if you are like, well, what about this or what about that? And I'll be happy to answer them in a future video. I also have an option on my website where you can email me any question and I will respond in 3 to 5 business days, telling you what my thoughts are and giving you like a heck of a lot of advice. I don't know what. I can't tell if I'm trying to be like PG in these or what, but anyway, I will answer all of your questions, and yeah, definitely go check that out. It's called whitneycatalano.com/askwhitney, and make sure to subscribe. Click that little bell to turn the notifications on. I'm sorry, my brain is not working right now. Goodbye. I need to not look. I have my notes. Okay.